In war, the terrain decides everything. In life, it's no different. Sun Tzu taught this simple, timeless truth. Know the terrain, and you will never be caught off guard. Before a single sword is drawn or a word is spoken, the one who understands the landscape wins. Not because they're stronger, but because they're smarter. In today's world, that terrain isn't mountains and rivers. It's markets, workplaces, social dynamics, and digital platforms. In ancient battles, terrain wasn't just geography. It was strategy. A hill could mean victory. A river could mean death. Today, terrain means the dynamics of your workplace, the trends in your market, the emotions in a room, the rules of a game you didn't invent but must still play. To know the terrain is to understand the battlefield before the battle even starts. Those who understand the landscape make fewer mistakes, take smarter actions, and see what others miss. Think of someone starting a new job. One person jumps in blindly, eager but uninformed. Another observes, studies the culture, learns who has influence, understands the rules and the unwritten rules. Guess who thrives? Success isn't just about talent. It's about understanding the terrain before you move. Terrain isn't always physical. Sometimes it's emotional. Knowing someone's triggers, understanding timing, sensing when silence is stronger than speaking, that's emotional intelligence. That's terrain mastery. The person who senses the storm before it breaks and adjusts their sails controls the ship. Sun Tzu wrote, "He who knows neither the enemy nor himself will succumb in every battle." But there's a third piece, the terrain. You can have all the skills and courage, but walk into the wrong place at the wrong time, unprepared, and it's over. Failing to study your environment leads to missed signals, bad decisions, unnecessary losses. Awareness isn't optional, it's survival. Sun Tzu describes 5 types of terrain, each requiring a different approach. Let's translate that into 5 real-world environments you must master. 1. Familiar terrain, your comfort zone. Easy to navigate, but danger lies in complacency. Don't assume comfort equals safety. 2. Unfamiliar terrain. New jobs, new roles, new markets. Requires research, humility, and careful observation. The first rule, listen before you act. 3. Difficult terrain. High-stakes situations. Think of crisis meetings, deadlines, or hostile environments. Strategy here means staying calm, delegating wisely, and thinking ahead. 4. Contested terrain, competitive spaces. Where everyone wants the same outcome. Victory here comes from creativity and timing, not brute strength. 5. Deadly terrain. Situations with no exit plan. These are traps. Sun Tzu said, "Burn the boats. Your only option? Win. Or learn quickly and pivot." Here are 5 simple ways to know your terrain in daily life. 1. Observe before acting. Take a beat, read the room, analyze the space. 2. Study patterns. Markets, people, routines. They repeat. Learn their rhythm. 3. Anticipate shifts. Stay aware of trends, changes, and tensions beneath the surface. 4. Ask better questions. Seek to understand the why behind what's happening. 5. Adapt rapidly. The terrain changes. So must you. The master doesn't force the outcome. They wait for the opening. By knowing the terrain, you avoid traps others fall into. You act when others freeze, you lead, not follow. Because the edge doesn't come from reacting. It comes from reading the map before the game begins. So before your next big move, ask yourself, do I understand the environment I'm operating in? Have I studied the landscape? Or am I assuming I already know it? Because when you know the terrain, you don't need to be the strongest, you just need to be the smartest. When you know the terrain, you don't just survive, you dominate. You don't move blindly, you move intentionally. In war, in business, in love, and in life. Victory doesn't go to the strongest. It goes to the one who understands where they stand and what surrounds them.